Okay, who has some funny kid-friendly jokes? Like ones that will actually make kids laugh? I need you to email them to me at bravebabetribe@gmail.com. My kids are ages 5, 6, 10, and 12. So I actually need something that's going to make the older kids laugh. It doesn't really matter if the little kids don't understand the jokes. They'll laugh just because big brother and big sister do. Did you guys just hear the rooster crow? I'm so sorry for that. I can't control him. Anyways, I'm asking for jokes because over the weekend, in a moment of boredom, my kids wanted to make a YouTube video because, that's the cool thing to do these days. So they each grabbed a bottle of water and went outside and they wanted to do the try not to laugh challenge. So I searched the internet and I found an article that supposedly consisted of 177 hilarious jokes for your kids. And so I was supposed to tell the jokes while the kids held water in their mouths to see who could hold their laughter in and not spit it out. Except that none of the jokes were funny. Like none. The article was complete BS and the jokes were so bad that my kids just sat there staring at me like, come on, Mom, tell us a funny joke. And then they just started spitting water at each other because I couldn't find any funny jokes. So if you have any funny jokes, send them to me by email at bravebabetribe@gmail.com. So that way my kids can try the try not to laugh challenge again. So the only actual funny thing that happened that afternoon when my kids were trying this, and I don't know if I should even share this, it's so gross. The only funny thing was the face that our male goat made after trying to hump the female goat. I know that sounds like disgusting and so stupid to you, but seriously, the kids were all sitting there in the yard, and then all of a sudden my toddler shouts out, "Ew, Mom, the goats are doing it again." And we all look over to see the male goat with the biggest shit-eating grin you've ever seen in your life. His lips were like all the way open to expose all of his teeth in this like creepy, creepy smile, and it made him look completely insane. The look on his face was so disturbing that it was just hilarious and we were all dying laughing. Like if you're a normal person, and I'm sure you are, and you've never seen the face that a male goat makes after humping something, I envy you. I would give anything to be normal again, but there's just some things you cannot unsee. So that was one of the things that made my kids spit. That was the only thing actually that made my kids spit out their water in a complete fit of laughter. You're listening to the Brave Babe podcast. I hope you're ready to be totally inspired to be brave and radically empowered to drop your excuses, pick up your worth, and start creating a life you truly love. Because, babe, you're worth it. Anyways, welcome to episode 6 of the Brave Babe podcast, where each week I talk about farm animals and bad jokes. Just kidding. I don't actually do that stuff. I usually talk about deep, serious, meaningful stuff, but I'm in a weird mood today. I'm probably scaring off anyone who's new and listening to this for the first time, but oh well. Back to my weird mood. You guys are going to kill me if you haven't shut this off already. But I had to do that because my neighbor just got a new cow and it seriously moves all day long and it's so freaking loud. I had to move to the other side of the house just to record this so that way you guys don't hear random mooing in this episode. So welcome to my crazy life on a little farm in the city. I think I killed off too many brain cells over the weekend because not only did my husband and I go out Saturday night for our regular date night and discover that it was way cheaper to order the 40-ounce fishbowl of booze as opposed to individual cocktails. But on Sunday, my 12-year-old wanted to watch some YouTubers channel, so I told him I had to watch the videos first to make sure they were appropriate, which they weren't. So he didn't get to watch them, but I got kind of addicted and started watching them all while laying in bed all day. Hence the brain cells lost. But okay. I'll switch over to serious Jalena. That's me, by the way. And talk about something that hopefully won't be a waste of your next 15 minutes or so. Oh, wait. Something so cool happened this weekend that I have to tell you guys about first. So Brett and I were at our local hangout Saturday night. We have our date nights every other weekend when he's not on call. And we always start our date night off with dinner somewhere. 2 weeks ago, it was this amazing sushi restaurant where like you sit at the table and there's a conveyor belt that travels past every table throughout the restaurant. And on the conveyor belt is fresh sushi that the chefs are like constantly making and putting out. And each plate is labeled with what kind of sushi roll is on it. So when you see something you want, you just grab the plate from the conveyor belt as it passes by and you grub down. And don't worry, the plates are covered with like a see-through lid and stuff, so it stays fresh and clean. But then when you're stuffed and you can't eat anymore, the waitress comes over and she tallies up your plates to give you your check. So I think collectively, Brent and I ate like 12 plates of sushi, but we only spent $39 last time. So that was like the cheapest dinner date we've ever had. So it's our new favorite spot. But this past Saturday, we went for steak instead. But like I was saying before, I made myself hungry talking about sushi. Our date nights start with an adult dinner where no kids can eat off of our plates or interrupt our conversation every 20 seconds. Who am I kidding? We can't even get past 5 seconds of uninterrupted conversation when the kids are around. But then after dinner, we might go see a movie or go to Topgolf or do some other sort of date-ish kind of thing. But we almost always end our night at the little hole-in-the-wall country bar near our house. So here we were Saturday night and we're sitting there having a drink and we're people watching. And this woman comes up to us and she's like, are you Jalena? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, oh my God, I know you from your book. And my eyes got all wide and I got all excited and I was like, shut up. You guys, it was the coolest feeling ever to have someone like other than my close friends and my family tell me that they read my book and that they actually liked it. But what was even cooler than her actually liking it was that she said, I know you from your book. And she went on to say that because I was so open and vulnerable when writing, she felt like she really did know me and therefore felt connected to me, even though we'd never even met before. So I sat there feeling like really awkward knowing that this person who I know nothing about knows everything about me. But it was also amazing to feel like instantly connected to her and that we could talk beyond your typical superficial conversation stuff, even though we had just met. So it turns out that she's a friend of a friend and that friend recommended my book to her. But it was such a weird but amazing feeling to have a complete stranger thank me for sharing my story. Like it made my night. I left there feeling like maybe, just maybe, my book will slowly make its way to more and more people and hopefully eventually get to that one woman or that one girl who needs it. That one woman or one girl who I wrote it for. That one woman or that one girl whose life's going to shift so drastically for the better because she no longer feels so alone or overwhelmed by her struggles. So yeah, it was pretty freaking epic. If you're totally new here and you're wondering, what the heck book are you talking about, lady? Well, I wrote a book called Dear Pervert, I'm Spilling All of Your Dirty Little Secrets. You can grab a cheap copy on Amazon if you want, but in it, I basically call out the man who sexually abused me throughout my childhood, recalling the horrible things he did to me, and also reflecting on how I progressively learned to cope, and also the soul-crushing, embarrassing times I just couldn't cope with the trauma. I talked about how over the years, I've utilized my experiences to recover and reclaim myself mentally, emotionally, physically, and most of all spiritually. And I don't know, it's not for everyone. And I knew that when I wrote it, but it'll be exactly what it needs to be for the right woman or the right girl. So yeah, it's out there. I hardly ever check my book sales or reviews, but a few months ago, some dude who reviews literally everything on Amazon left me a pretty nasty review saying that my book is not what it claims to be and that from the title, you'd think I was going to tell all of his darkness, but that instead, 90% of it is about me in the sense that it comes across like bragging and that I should have titled it My Journey in Healing and Growing or something along those lines because I didn't share enough juicy details of the sexual abuse. My first reaction was, sorry, not sorry. I didn't glorify my abuser's perverted ways to fulfill your self-gratification. But then I was like, heck yeah, I was bragging. You're damn right. I have every right to be proud of myself for all of the crap I've overcome and the crap that I'm still overcoming, and to just want to share that with other women so that maybe it can offer them hope in the sense that If I was able to overcome so much and I was able to get to the place in life I'm at right now, then so can you. So can anyone. Even his nasty review made me super happy. Like, yay, someone other than my own friends and family read my book. Even if this dude just tosses my book in the donate pile at Goodwill, because that's where everyone disposes of the crap they don't want anymore, maybe someone else will eventually pick it up and pass it along, and it will eventually make it into the hands of the person it will actually help. So there's hope still. I guess the good point in all of that, babe, is keep doing you. Whatever that project is that you're working on, that thing that scares the crap out of you because it has the potential to fail epically and cause you so much embarrassment or anxiety, but on the flip side also has the potential to be the light for someone else who's still stuck in the darkness that you made your way through, choose to keep doing it. Choose to share your story. Choose to be vulnerable. Choose to keep pushing through when it still feels impossible. Choose to keep shining your light, even when others try to dim it. Whatever it is that's on your heart that you're afraid to do, that is the exact thing that you are meant to do. That is the exact reason that you were created. So, babe, be brave and keep doing your thing. Okay, so that leads me into what I actually meant to share on this podcast episode. None of what I've talked about so far was actually supposed to be included, at all. I'm not even sure how any of that even came up, but whatever. Last episode, I talked about the new girl code and how to go from crappy friendships to finding your tribe of girlfriends who share your same set of high standards and unwavering commitment to the friendship. Our Brave Babe tribe is going to be reading through Lori Harder's book, A Tribe Called Bliss, starting this week. And so as I started preparing topics of conversation for our tribe and reflecting more about what a tribe should actually look like, my own personal focus kept shifting from a friendship tribe, because I already have a really clear vision in my mind of what I want that to look like in my life, to a business tribe. I used to have that. I used to have a tribe of women who I did business with in network marketing. And I loved our company's products and I adored hustling alongside other boss babes. I thought that I had been building real, genuine friendships with those women, which was even more of a bonus than the paychecks were. But when hard times fell upon my family and I had to take a step back, I apparently became less valuable to them, and the relationships just dwindled down over time to eventually nothing. Like no more messages, no more texts, no barely even a Facebook comment or a Facebook like or anything like that. And so it's been very eye-opening, to say the least, but I don't say this to hate on them or anything at all, because I have nothing but complete love and respect for all of those ladies. But rather, I'm going to share this because it's really helped me focus in on what kind of tribe I want to have with other women entrepreneurs. I, of course, want to build my business with other badass boss babes. And it's great that building a business from home or at the beach or wherever they like spending their time can be the commonality that brings us together. But I don't want it to be the thing that keeps us together. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it makes sense in my head. I want entrepreneurship to bring women into my life, but I want genuine connections and friendships to be what keeps those women in my life, even after the business aspect fades away for some of the women. Does that make more sense? It's been a year since I took a step back from my old company, and truth be told, I used that time to decide if network marketing is really even for me. In conclusion, though, network marketing is for everybody. I mean, we all recommend things that we love on a regular basis, don't we? You see a movie you really like, you tell people about it. You have a great experience at a new restaurant, you tell your friends to check it out. There's a skincare line that gives you smooth, glowing skin with reduced wrinkles. You tell all of your girlfriends, right? So sharing things that we like and things that fit into our lifestyle and things that we love, it's something that we all do naturally and regularly. So why not just be more intentional about it and use it to make a little or a lot of extra income? We're living in a gig economy where people choose extra income through Uber or Lyft or other part-time work. So why not through social retail? Using the term social retail instead of network marketing might be a total giveaway to the new company I'm with, but either way, being able to make money just from recommending products that my family and I love and that we use is freaking amazing. And I'll never understand why people are so hesitant to accept a paycheck for doing something that they're already doing on a regular basis, sharing their word of mouth experience. So yeah, I joined a new company and I aligned with this total badass leader who I'm so stoked to be locking arms with. But as I sit back and I think about building my new business, my mind is constantly going to the woman that I want to invite into this tribe. The kind of babepreneurs I want to do business with. The kind of women who will come into my life as a biz babe, but stay in it because of the genuine friendships that we're able to create in the process. What I learned from this past year in reflection is that I used to be the girl, and you've heard me say this before, I used to be the girl with a billion excuses and no self-worth who repeatedly told herself the lie that lifestyle just isn't for me. I can't do what those other women do. I would watch other women become total boss babes and transform their lives, creating six-figure incomes and lifestyles of freedom. And I would want that for myself and for my family. But I'd sit here and I'd believe the lie that I couldn't do what those other women do because they must have had some like secret hidden talent that I just didn't have. But then I called bullshit. The only difference between them and me was that they believed in their vision and they refused to allow fear to keep them from going after it. While I sat there just wanting what they have, but allowing negative self-talk to keep me stuck in fear. What if I'm not good enough? What if I fail? What if I struggle along the way? After asking so many what if questions, I finally asked myself the right one. What if I actually can do what they do? Shifting my focus from what if I fail to what if I succeed has changed my whole perspective. It's allowed me to transform into this brave badass who believes so much in herself that she has this bold desire to teach other women to believe in themselves too. So I guess that's why I'm sharing this, because my vision of a biz babe tribe is like becoming crystal clear in my head. And I can see the exact women that I want to attract and that I want to teach to drop their excuses, pick up their worth, and create the life that they want through babepreneurship. The women I want as my business partners and as a result, my friends, are women who, like me, are ready to drop the excuses that have held them back. Women who, like me, finally understand that they are worthy. Women who, like me, recognize that the only thing keeping them from accomplishing what they see other badass women accomplishing is themselves. Women who, like me, are ready to link arms and put in the work and build our business, and as a result, create the life we've always wanted for ourselves and our families. Women who, like me, desire to create genuine connections while creating a life of freedom together or alongside each other, but connections that won't fade away when someone has some real shit happen in their life and they have to take a step back. Why the heck am I sharing this on a podcast that has nothing to do with entrepreneurship? Well, because this podcast has everything to do with inspiring bravery and empowering women to drop their excuses, pick up their worth, and create the life they love. And from experience, social retail is a great vehicle, metaphorically speaking, to help you get to your destination, your goals, your dream life. And it's one that can be amazing to do when you link arms with the right tribe. But it's also one that requires bravery. Building a business requires bravery. So I guess I just wanted to tell anyone who has been considering starting their own business, or someone who's been out of the game for a bit but's ready to jump back in like me, or someone who just wants to lock arms with other boss babes and use business building as a way to meet and connect with other women, that you should go for it. You see on social media, you see on your Facebook, your Instagram, your people that you interact with in real life, you see women doing this every day. You see them making a substantial income just by recommending or promoting the products that they use, that their family use, the products that fit into their life. I know it can be easy to like get in our heads and to see other women doing it and then compare ourselves to her or to them and to think that they are just so much better at this and that's why they succeed, or they just they have the right connections and I don't have those connections, or they're gorgeous, they have their life all together and I'm a freaking hot mess. And it's easy to compare ourselves and to tell ourselves the lie that we can't do what we see other women doing. But it's bullshit. We are so capable. You are capable. I'm capable of doing everything that we see other people doing. There's no reason that we cannot do the same thing, that we cannot build a substantial income for our families off of our passions and the things that we like and the things that, even if it's not network marketing or social retail, even if it's just for you, like you have this talent and you like to make these certain little gifts or certain little things and you want to open your Etsy shop, or you want to design your own t-shirts and sell them online, or whatever it is that you want to do. You like to bake freaking apple pies and you want to sell your apple pies, like whatever it is, or photography. That's the obvious one because like photography is what I'm into. But whatever it is that you want to start your own photography business and you want to get into making this a full-time job for yourself, like whatever it is that you want to do, there is nothing stopping you from doing that except for yourself. You are the only person getting in your way. And I know this because I've been the only person getting in my way. Like I have a family and a husband who support me in all of my crazy ideas. And anytime that I sit here and I have an idea and I stew on it and I think about it, my husband's the one that sits here and is like, go ahead, try it. And the only reason I sit here and stew for so long about it is because I doubt myself. And that doubt is what holds me back. And it's what is holding you back. I guess what I'm trying to say is that whatever excuses you keep telling yourself, you need to drop the excuses. Because once you drop those excuses, that's when you can pick up your worth. And that's when you can start telling yourself and believing in yourself that I deserve this, I can do this, I'm good enough. And once you drop the excuses and you pick up your worth and you start doing what it is that you're passionate about, and you start allowing yourself and believing in yourself and doing what it is that you want to do, that's when you get to start creating the life that you want. Not the life that, you just go through the motions every day and everything's good, but you just feel like something is missing. You just feel like there has to be more to life than this. That is when you get to start creating the life you want. Because the life you want isn't just going to fall into your lap or just happen to you, or, oh, that woman gets lucky. She's just lucky. It just happened for her. It just happened to her. No, that's bullshit. It happened because she made it happen. It happened because she put in the work. So drop your excuses and pick up your worth and start creating that life that you want. And along the way, when you're doing that, start building your tribe. Start building your tribe of women who are going to come alongside you and they are going to grow the business with you, and that you guys can link arms. And through that, you can start building genuine friendships that aren't going to fade away. When women start supporting women and women start empowering women and encouraging women and start working together and coming alongside each other, like that's when the good shit starts happening. That's when the magic starts happening. That's when the ideas just keep flowing. And that's where the possibilities seem endless. So yeah, I'm super excited about this new endeavor and about the women that I am going to attract into my life, and the women that are going to come into my life to build a business for the purpose of building a business, but the women who are going to become like sisters to me through the process. And I'm really looking forward to that. And I hope that, I don't know, this was a total weird random podcast because I didn't sit here with like a normal plan to talk about something like usual, but and I can't believe I actually mooed in this episode. But anyways, if I would have let all of my excuses stay in my way and I would have never written my book, I would still be sitting here with these ideas in my head thinking I'm not good enough to put the words on paper and I'm not good enough to share it with anyone. And then I would have been sitting at the bar this past weekend with my husband to have a complete stranger walk up and say, she read my book. And she liked my book because she was able to relate to my book in certain ways. And that she can't wait to pass my book on to someone else. And there's always going to be the shitty people that come into your life, the shitty people that leave you bad reviews, the shitty people who don't agree with what you're doing or don't understand what you're doing or don't understand why you're doing it or don't believe in your vision. But screw them. Screw those people. Those people don't matter. What matters is you and your vision, and that you drop your excuses and you pick up your worth and you start creating the life that you want, and that you lock arms, you link arms with other badass babes who are going to come alongside you and support you and encourage you and empower you, and that you're going to support and encourage and empower. And then endless possibilities are going to happen in your life for you and for her and for all the other women in your life. So, yep, I don't know what else to say. I'm going to turn this podcast off, and I am going to go and get my little one ready for school. And then I'm going to go and do some work in the backyard where I have the neighbors, like 4 horses looking over the fence at me, staring, and it's totally awkward and weird, but they're so cute. And I'm going to be listening to the cow mooing the whole time I'm doing yard work, but that's okay. If you are looking to connect with other women, please go and check us out on babepreneurs.com, where you can join the Brave Babe tribe. We are a tribe of women who come together to support and encourage and empower each other, like I just talked about. And also, if you would like some more information on the Biz Babe tribe, that new tribe of babes that I'm inviting into my life to create business together, if you're interested in taking a look at what this business endeavor that I am on includes, you can also check that out on bebravebabe.com. Or you don't have to, and that's totally cool too. But leave me a review if you like this episode. Email me your kid-friendly jokes to bravebabetribe@gmail.com. And I am going to try that try not to laugh challenge with my kids again. And our videos are on YouTube at The Borders Bunch if you want to check those out. It'll give you a little glimpse into my crazy little farm life here in the city, which is absurd to me, but also I love it. So anyways, have a great week. Bye.